Hey, it's Ryan. Here to show you how to make the thumbnails on the website look correct. Uh, just want to click over here and show you how we have the website open right here in front of us. You can see that there are people on here that have some fixed thumbnails. I did these guys, and there are some that still have bad thumbnails. Ones where the heads dock is okay, but these guys may be a little bit not. I'm not sure. Especially down here, like BB, we want to center our head inside. Um, and Michael and these guys. So what we're going to do is fairly simple. We're going to first go to the doctors page. I have that open over here, but you can just log into the WordPress backend, go to doctors, and we're going to search for the person that we want to fix. So we'll go to BB. Easiest way to get there. And there she is. And we're going to bring it up. Okay, so everything is done over here on the right underneath the featured image. And this image here, what we're going to do is we're going to go into, just click on the image that's already there. It's easiest to take us to the existing image. And then we're going to click on Edit Image here. These are all shortcuts just to get you in quicker to where we need to go. So some of this looks familiar. We've done this before, but we got a couple extra steps now that are going to make everything work magic for us. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I know the aspect ratio we want is a 3:2. And I know this because I looked at the width in the browser. I actually went into the page, did one of these little inspect elements, and went and looked at the width of the image. And I had gone into this little website calculator, Googled it, aspect ratio calculator. I put in the 225 by 150, comes up showing me that my aspect ratio is 3:2. So it'll give us that perfect image width by using that. So back to the edit. Sorry, what it does is it opens new tabs. When you click on the page here, we're editing the feature image. It pops up this. When you click on edit over here, it opens a new tab. And so this new tab is where we're going to be doing the edit. And then we got to go back to this tab when we're done. We'll get to that. For now, we're going to use first step to correctly cropping, resizing your image. You first have to draw on the screen what you think is basically the correct width. So our height is not correct, but our width we want to be the full width of this image. And so we're going to then go to the aspect. You have to do it in these steps. If you don't do it in these steps, it doesn't quite crop it correctly. But then you go over here to aspect ratio 3:2. And what it does is you see how I just pushed the bottom down? Now, if you click on something else, sometimes it'll throw that back off. So what you want to do is, do the 3:2. Oops, not 22, 2. And then you want to drag it up and down to position it vertically where you think their head should be, pretty much in the middle. However, their head will be on this will actually be how it is on the page. So sometimes it's okay to leave a little bit and then be like this. It doesn't have to be perfectly centered in the image. So basically that's done. Apply current changes. We're going to apply it to all images because it'll look fine in the site. So when you're done with that, big step right here, you have to click over on the crop button up at the top. I know it seems like that's backwards. You should hit the crop button and then crop the image, but that's the way that WordPress does it. So draw on the image, change the aspect ratio correctly, center the picture, hit crop, then hit save at the bottom. Now we're not done. Update on the right. And it says media attachment updated at the top. You can actually close that tab. And it comes back to here. You can actually hit refresh on this page and see how we've got now a fixed image. We're going to hit set featured image. And even if it doesn't update inside here, you want to hit update on the page. And you'll see that it's updated. Okay? Now, that's awesome. But what we noticed is when you hit refresh on the page, BB's image still isn't updated. Why? It's frustrating. Because we need to rebuild the thumbnails. One thing about WordPress is it has a separate engine to rebuild thumbnails. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to click on the WordPress backend. Now you don't want to do this every time. What you want to do is a whole bunch of images all at once and then go rebuild the thumbnails after you're done everything. Because this takes a long time, and you want to do it kind of not all the time, but basically once a batch. So if I'm going to do 30 or 40 of them to fix. Now I'm going to go into the back end here and rebuild the thumbnails after I'm done with all those. So over here under Tools, Rebuild Thumbnails takes you to this page. I usually turn off all of these. Now, the two that I know it's using are the Media Center Gallery image and the Media Center Gallery Thumb Type 2. It doesn't hurt to have other things selected in here, but what we really want to do is do this only rebuild featured images. What that'll do is that'll go through and that should just rebuild the ones that are the ones that we're using in the featured spot. And the featured spot is what's going here. So you can do those individually or just do the rebuild featured. I think only rebuild featured is all we need, but we'll run that and see how it comes out. And now you see it's going up at the top here. It shows you rolling through, and it'll actually show you over on the right which ones it's doing. And it does take a while. You notice that it's going to take probably a minute to 2 minutes to rebuild all those thumbnails. And it's kind of a server-intense process, so you don't want to do it all the time. You just want to do it when you're basically updating those images. Okay, so I did see BB flash by just a second ago. So we're going to go here and refresh the page and see if she is fixed. Not yet. Maybe I do have to do one of these guys. The gallery or the gallery thumb type 2. Oh, she just flashed across again. Maybe there's 2 copies of her. No, not yet. Maybe there's 3. We'll keep an eye on it. Haha, I just saw her again. This should be real time, so as it did that, as it flashed across, that should be updating on the page. So let's try it again, because I saw her again. Nope. Okay, so it didn't do it. So it's got to be one of these guys. Alright, so that's building a much bigger database. It's going to do all of the images on the site. So it should do what we're looking to do, and should always wait until it gets done to go refresh. But you can do more than one thing at a time usually. Hey, it worked. It's the right image. So that was it. I would do these 2. You can do all 4, but whatever. I think these 2 are good enough. Alright, so good luck.